In. Good boy. All right, so the only way he comes out of the crate is like that. Well, obviously comes in also, but I don't care if you're in the rush. I don't care if you're any of this. In the first week, make sure that it's really, really sharp, and then it's just gonna stay sharp. And he's not coming out, or he's coming right back in with a correction if you decide not to, right? So that's basically what that is. And that cannot be any other way, because this is gonna set precedent on how he is. He's never been in this crate because we don't use this crate for anything, so that's why he's sniffing everything. This is our emergency crate if we have to put somebody, you know, real quick somewhere. We will talk about his barking and all that in the crate, so all of this we will discuss, because he's not going to be mostly naked, not in the first, I don't even know, months maybe, or 2, maybe even longer, but we will discuss that without it. So, and you cannot open this crate if he is whining or doing anything. Right now he's not doing anything, so I'm just gonna absolutely go over here. I'm gonna open that. Okay. And put the collar back on him. Okay. One second. This was a technical difficulty. And you should keep him here, and keep him here, and keep him here for exaggerated amount of times in the beginning, and then obviously just for the respect that he's supposed to give to every boundary. And then you can mess with this, you can turn around, you can do whatever it is, you can walk further away, whatever it is that you need to do. Now again, if you are the client that we used to tap the dog, you're gonna come back and tap the dog. If you're not a tapper anymore, if you don't have that habit anymore, all you're gonna do is just make sure he's not whining though. Okay, good boy, good boy, good boy. See how he's not jumping on me? He is not. I would like you to drive just in this combination in the first, I don't know, maybe several months, until you get your dog to the perfect condition, and you're just gonna use a leash as just your guidance, and then you don't have to have him, you know, in anything except the e-collar. That's what you need to accomplish. I don't have to touch it, I don't have to correct it, I don't have to do anything about this. Now, just because I'm touching a leash also doesn't mean anything. Means absolutely nothing to the dog. I'm exaggerating this, yes. Okay. Good boy, come on. Come on, good job. You're already old enough to do it. Okay. What are you gonna do? Hey. Thank you. Now, he's never been here. I do videos. Now you see how he's getting off his thingies? No, good. Well, he corrected himself, so I didn't have to. But we'll talk about this somewhat. And you should be able to do what I did. I just closed this, and then I'm going to close the car door as well. There's a people here, and the truck is leaving this way. He's still in the downstay. I'm gonna reinforce him. There you go. Okay. Good job. What's this? Good job. Very good. Come on, we're gonna go this way. Good job. Very good boy. Yeah, you are. There's a lot of stuff all around. Good. Oopsie. I knocked myself over. Good boy. What a good boy. Yeah, you are. Hello. Okay, what are you gonna do? Hey. Down. Too much distraction. Sometimes you gotta help him. Nope. Down. Good. So he didn't deserve the treat this time around. There's a lot of things going on, but we don't care. He's never been here, so good boy. Now, what I'm gonna give him a treat for is the fact that he is staying. He didn't go down very well. I mean, I had to, tell him twice, but I didn't have to correct him. So in a new place, I will do this. If I'm gonna be here a second time, I will just correct him and I'm not going to help him. No. Good. Don't allow that extensive smelling. He can smell everything without putting a nose to it. Start walking, he start walking. No. Good. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Good job. Very good. There's people there, that's why. Easy. Good. Oh, good boy. Very good. Very good. Very good. Excellent. Oopsie. Thank you. That's okay. It's all good. Okay, there's food. So, now, down. Good. This is very tough. I specifically bring them all here so we can work on this. Perfect. You are a good boy. Yeah, you are. The best young man. Yeah, you are. So still didn't correct him on the e-collar. I only physically pushed him away from this treat right here. So he went for that, which is, again, can't blame him. Now I'm correcting him with the e-collar. Yes, right here. No, down. Come on. Good. Good boy. Very good. Very tough. First time. Extremely tough. Very good boy. No treat because you did go for it. So here's what I'm gonna do is every time he has an issue with something new, I'm going to, and again, this is gonna happen. I mean, this is, he's still an animal and he's still thinking as far as this. I mean, how appetizing is this? And he's close to it. Come on. Good job. So I always gonna do one thing. I'm going to, good. Come on. Good. I'm always to give him a second chance to see if he's gonna deserve the treat all by himself. Good job. Good job. What are you gonna do? Was it a good boy? So, see how that is? So he is deserved the treat. And I always do that because I want him to be able to, next time around, put this 2 and 2 together and deserve a treat rather than correction in these hard time. Come on. Good job. Now, there was a dog behind us. I didn't see it. Okay. Good. No. Good. Let's go. Yeah, corrected him there. Very good heel. Really good heel, buddy. Come on. Good. Very good. And we're gonna stop. Perfect. Now there's people here. Good job. There's people working. Door here, door there. Very good. Perfect. Excellent. Didn't have to do anything. I'm down the middle of everything. There's a person right next to us. Good job. Very good. Perfect boy. See how I hold the thing? Just barely. Good. Very good. Come on. Good job. Very good. Excellent. Doors are scary. Hey, hey, hey. Doors are scary. Easy. Easy. Doors are scary. Come here. You okay? Come on. Come here. Yes. Doors are very scary. Come on. Didn't have to correct them or anything, so just getting him to understand that the doors, no, easy. Good. Good. Very good. Doors were very scary. Sorry. Good job. Excellent job. So look up to the car. That's what you're supposed to do. Now obviously we can look and smell when the person is that close. I should be able to open everything with him on like that. Nope. Good. Very good. That's because his truck is now leaving. Perfect. He corrected himself. I didn't have to. Perfect. And okay. Good boy. Very good. That's my boy. And as of right now, I'm going to take everything off. But you should probably leave everything on. He's a good baby. And again, this is a really good for very, the dog who is that sensitive to get that kind of improvement on, not paying attention to a lot of different things. And when he does break something, meaning down or stay or heel or whatever it is, he corrects pretty much himself. He is really not. Okay. And this is what I was doing specifically because once you start petting him, he is going to see we have people over there messing with everything. So I'm just standing right here, making sure he is not going anywhere. And that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. All right, good boy. Very good. Very good. Okay. I'm gonna stop it because I want to take everything off. Come. Oh, come on. You're right. Good job. Very good. Okay. Perfect. The more excited he is, the longer I wait. Because that's what I don't want. Come here. Now, when he relaxed, okay, that's where I'm going to give him. Now, I'm showing you the video of the crazy boy specifically. So, it's like on his high level of happiness. And that's where all the training should be happening anyway. So, yeah, oh my God, that's a scary leaf. And zoomies. Yep. Look at that turn. But the patience is not his virtue. So you work on this every chance you get, literally. You see how good he is? So he's gonna get it fast. Okay. Now, as of right now, I'm allowing him to go outside of my sight. You will see another video where I'm gonna show you where I'm not. Yep. Perfect. Very good. Okay. And I always do this video before, slightly before. So I do most of the videos in the last 2 days that they in training. But this video I do specifically earlier, before I teach the boundaries and how not to go out of my sight. Perfect, man. So, okay. So this is just show you if that happens, he can be recalled. But in the next video of me just walking with him and we're really not practicing a recall, he's not going to be allowed to go out of your sight. Now, how does he knows that? Because if he can see me, I can see him, and vice versa. So I don't bother anymore. Good job. Keeping it this way. So, okay. I always change it to the point where I don't allow dog to go out of my sight, and I put it on him. So you will see it in the next video. There is probably some of the lost treats or whatever from anybody who worked on that jump, but I recalled them once. There was, I mean, there's really no treats, but there's probably the treats that were fallen and then were picked up. We are very good at picking up treats here. So he's not gonna get anything to eat accidentally. Yep. Very good. Okay. So this is if let around free. A lot of people not practicing what I will be preaching in a different video for you, but I strongly suggest that you do, because I don't like when dog does that. I don't want him out of my sight, especially when we're hiking or doing something. Now, hiking off leash, I will be, good job. Yeah, come on. No, we're not doing this. So he's not gonna get treated. Good. Good boy. And then very good, back and forth. Just remember a couple of the exercises. Back and forth. Good job. Very good. And every time you stop, he's gonna have to lie down just like that. Then we're gonna do a zigzag. So you go away, he's following you. Good job. Good job. And then you go left, and you go right, and you go left, and then you go all the way here, right? There you go. Like 45 degrees pretty much. That's why it's called a zigzag. Good boy. Good boy. 45 degrees, 45 degrees, and you're done. Perfect. Good boy. Run. Good job. Good boy. Good boy. And go really slow. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Very good. 90 degrees. Good. Good. Very good. 90 degrees left, 90 degrees right. These are the ones that you're practicing when you work on your heels. This is just a reminder. I'm sure you remember these, but perfect. No. Okay. See how I'm not saying no this time around? Okay. One time is enough when you do those exercises, and you're gonna have to do the duration here. I'm not gonna do too long with the video going, but he can do pretty long time. Now, not this one necessarily because you have to stand there, but this is a great exercise to practice with children. And with the children, I would actually take it away altogether and then redo this. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. Good boy. And the second exercise. And I will work on this on everything and with everything. Now, he is never should be eating these treats that's on the ground, because they represent whatever it is, food, or we're not teaching a dog to be a garbage dog and pick up everything that's on there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna reinforce him outside of that. You create the distance and you can do whatever it is you want. You can make it harder by dropping something, but the fact of the matter is he is not getting the treats that's on the floor whatsoever. We will do with the children's toys and with everything else. So now I'm gonna start. No, we don't go for that hand, and I don't want to kiss this at the moment. So all these are going away. I'm not giving it to him. So normally that would something be in the kitchen that I would throw on the ground, and he doesn't have to be lying down. He can be whatever it is. And then he did good, so here we go. Okay. Good job. So as far as how he's supposed to stay with you, so I don't like when my dog goes away from me where I can't see it. So you know how I have a lot of different things here? He's not allowed to get off my sight, be 2 behind or 2 in front. So I gotta be able to see him. Now, I'm gonna explain to you how I do this, but he is not allowed to be anywhere outside. Now, it makes no sense to you right now. It will. I just don't put this on the videos, but when he is in the, you can always create any boundary you want. So if you have a picnic or whatever, and you have a very clear boundary, so he can't pass behind this car or he can't do whatever, he has to be in your sight. So when he is, basically told, he will stay on the same side. So you can create any boundary for anything that, let's say you're one day doing a picnic, he can be explained in a matter of minutes that he cannot be doing this. So right now I can't see him. So see, now I can. So this is something I explained the last day, so you can see how simple this is. And I'll let you know why. Now, it's the same principle of not picking up stuff off the ground, not playing with the toads, not chasing the birds, in the house, not picking up children's toys versus his toys, and whatever it is else that you need to explain it to him, all this we're gonna discuss. But the less you're talking to him, the better it's going to be, because your dog should actually kind of check himself what he's not supposed to do. So now I changed the thing. He's not watching me, and look what he's doing now. He is watching me, right? And he's happily come back here. Now I'm going to reinforce him actually this time around. I am going to reinforce him for just, paying attention to me. But I will only do this once in a while. Every other time I won't be. So we will discuss this in the lesson. Like I said, I just don't put it in the videos. But this is just now been explained to him. So I basically allow him all the time to run free here, meaning I can see him. But this stuff I am just explaining now, because he's properly trained as far as the equipment goes. So again, that's a good boy. I didn't have to do anything, but I will reinforce him. So something fallen off my hands, he should not be, if it's not given directly to him, he should ignore this. And that is because you have children and whatever that is. So I'm just gonna leave the things like this, then I'm gonna dump it all. And you should be practicing this. And then I'm gonna call him right through it. Good boy. Good job. He still can't have that, even though he's free. He still cannot have that. He is watching it, but he is staying away from it. He doesn't want to get in trouble. So that is something that you gotta practice religiously, especially with, and he's never getting this, meaning that I am getting this all picked up, even though their ants will be happy, I guess. Right? So unless you can do this, you're not going to be successful with pretty much anything else. So see, if I'm just there and I'm eating this and it's not his, if it falls, should not be his thing. But with something else, you can absolutely reinforce him for this, pick this up, and he is not getting this. Okay. Good job. Good job, boy. One second. I'm not ready. Okay. Now he's gonna have to settle himself down. Now I'm not requiring sit. You see that? I'm not requiring this, but I'm kinda wait for it. So he kind of knows that he can please me two ways. He can please me by lying down or standing behind the line or sitting. So anyway, but I do prefer, let's say, sitting more or lying down. So I will reinforce it even though I'm not asking for it. All I'm asking is to stay behind this lane. Okay. Come on. Yeah, it's hard on my thing. Okay. Uh-oh. Come here. Come here. Come here. Good. Good boy. What has happened to my phone? Huh. Oh, here we go. I don't know what happened to my phone earlier. But I don't stop these videos. These videos are not getting re-recorded by any means. So it is what it is. If I get disconnected or I get something, this is what it is. Now the doors are really loud. People are slamming them. That's what you see. Him kind of like reacting on that noise. And again, with weak nervous system, and that's, you know, just something that you can't really stop. You're gonna have this here and there, and his reactions are gonna be fearful, but he's very much guidable and he is very much fixable. That's why I liked him first. I liked him very much before because he was like that. Heel. Good. Good boy. We are at that supermarket. Good job. Good job. And we have a lot of cars here. Come on. Sorry, I forgot that. Easy. Good. Good. Very good. Hey, what are you gonna do? Very good. Look at you. Very good. Oh, my baby. Come here. Good job. I really like that. If I stop, he needs to lay down, and I don't really have to tell him much. That's your goal. Come on. Scary door. He did amazing. Perfect. I don't know what the hell happens to my phone. There you go. Come on. Nope. Nope. No, 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 no. Good job. No, good. Yeah, that's an uncontrollable dog. So we're going to go away from that. Good job. I know it all smells. All right. And what are you going to do? No, down. So again, too much. Look at these rabbits. Look at these birds. Now this is how close they really are, but I'm just making it on the 0.0 for you so you can see. But there's also kinds of stuff on the ground. There's like a rabbit, whatever. I don't know what it is. I don't know really. So in this kind of situation, I really don't want him to eat anything. So I will correct him if he goes for anything. And then there's a chinchilla over there. So how cute. And the rabbit's right here. Good boy. Yeah, that good boy. Yeah, you are. Are you a good boy? Yeah, you are. Always try to make a connection when there's so many things that distract into him. Make a connection, you know, pet him, talk to him, give him a treat. All these things are important because you want him to stay focused on you and not on these things. So make yourself pleasurable instead of being, you know, perfect. That's a good boy. Now let's see if you can see this change in the floor. Some dogs can, some dogs can't. Oh, you can't. All right. I'm gonna, no. No. Good. Down. No, down. There's this behind, and they are talking, and they're kind of sitting down on a, yeah. Thank you. Very good. Come on, good job. Perfect. No, good. He can look, he just can't not heel. That's all. Now there's somewhere food. Let me go find it. I'm gonna do the same I did last time. No. I did correct him for that one. I did correct him again. There's a cat's there. So we're gonna come back. No, down. Good. So that's not a cat, was actually. It was the food over there. Come here. Good job. Very good. That's very good. I know. These are, and again, this is how close they really are. So the dog is right next to him. 1 second. Here we go. So phone is going in and out today, huh? I'm gonna keep him here. I'm actually gonna like give him a little more room in order to think about this or be bad. I know, you've been very good. And when he looks at me and he kind of chooses me over all of those distractions, I am gonna reinforce him. 1 second. All right, let's go. Come on, good job. No, good. Very good. And on that mat, a lot of dogs pee on that mat, so good job. And we're gonna stop. Good. Very good. And we're gonna walk. And the car is behind us. Good job. Perfect boy. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Yeah, you are. All right. We have a dog in the car. No, down. So, do you see how I didn't wait really for him? I just told him no, down, because I knew he's not going to. So, stuff about this is very important. So, you want him, no, down. Good, I didn't have to. I know he's barking, no, down. Good. So, obviously when the dog barks aggressively at him, which has happened from the car that was passing by, I do expect him to be on the down stay. So if he is getting up, I will correct him. Now, why I didn't correct him this time? Now I'm going to correct him, and I did, and he went down. So the reason why I didn't correct him that time, because it was an aggressive bark that he will perceive as a threat. So I want him to trust me, and what I want to do is to make sure he listens and I reinforce, versus I see the dog who's going after me and I get corrected and pummeled with everything. So now, I mean, the dog was lunging at him from a vehicle, so, and he didn't really see him. He just felt the power. Actually, I felt the power, the dog power on me as well. Okay, come on, good boy. That's my baby. Yes, you are. That is my baby, huh? That is my baby boy. Now, again, you please make sure that you keep it on so you can actually work with the dog. And, you know, I'm just going to leave only the e-collar. That's what I normally do. I'm only leaving the e-collar. And we're going to the next thing. So what happens here is I do not, and there's something over there. So I do not, what did I want to say? I forgot. Sorry. I forgot what I wanted to say to your mom and dad. I forgot. Oopsie. Oh, I don't go to these places with dogs until, today, when I do the, today and tomorrow when I do these videos. And I also separate them so you can have a fresh dog every morning. That's where I go. So what I'm telling you is I practice normally in the parking lots and in the Home Depot and Lowe's and stuff like that. But I want to show you the real dog in the first time. Now, he's much better when he's going somewhere a second time, a third time, or he's going normal, obviously. But I want to show you these things where I still have to sometimes correct them or guide them or do whatever about this. Now, why am I standing here? Because you see how he gets anxiety? So I am not going to, because he's like, let's move on, let's do something next. And I'm not going to. So I'm going to correct him if he is whining, barking, or anything else. And there's a difference how I correct on the whining and barking. We'll talk about this. But I want him to be like that before I close the thing and we move on. So again, no assumptions on the dog. That's your goal, because the less assumptions and the less routine you have in your life, the better your dog is going to be. Okay, so let's, one second, here we go. This is a better angle. I'm gonna get you a little better. Alrighty, and let's start. Yeah, we're not lifting it up, we're just gonna do it right off the ground. Very good boy. And as she cut the nail, I'm gonna reinforce the dog. Perfect, and slow down. Good job. Good job, and good job. All right, I'm gonna get to that one. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, go ahead for the next. You gotta work on this, and you're gonna have to work on this a lot. Go ahead, and I think it's the last one, right?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay. Very good. And go ahead and go to whatever these ones you can find. These ones are, he is actually taking care of himself pretty good, so you really don't have to do them. I think there's only one or two I saw today that you can do, but come on. Good job. Very good. Perfect. You just have to get to it, and it's not that easy to get to it. There's only one left in there, so he's pretty good of taking care of that. That's it. So we're done with the nails. Now, although this looks good, this took a lot of work, and you're gonna have to continue that. Now, if I would be you, I would not be allowed veterinarians doing this. I would be absolutely doing it myself. Hey, relax. Now, why are we gonna do this ourselves is because a lot of times veterinarians do, you know, they have other stuff, they have other things to do. So a lot of times they're just not, you know, not given enough effort into the... So I want to show you something. What I did is I packed them up, meaning that I put all this stuff in the car, on him, like the collars and whatever it is. And then what I'm doing right now is I came back and I sit in the car for maybe 2-3 minutes to see if he's going to get overexcited and if he's going to start whining and demanding to go out. Because in reality of everything is, when you pull up to anywhere, you're taking them out. So he has extremely sensitive nervous system, which is a weak nervous system. So what happens is he start to get uncontrollable emotions. As of right now, he's all, he's all put together, so he can't leave. He can go somewhere, but what I'm doing right now is I'm making a distinguish between, just because we're stopped doesn't mean you go anywhere. So that's basically where, let's say you're dropping the kids off, okay? Sometimes you can take him with you, but I would say don't take him with you more so than take him with you. There's a person outside of this. Now, when a person comes out like that, he is not allowed to, he might make a first bark later on when he's going to grow up a little, but after that, he needs to right away put himself together and stop barking if you're in the car. Now, if you're not in the car, he's probably going to be barking, but there's pretty much no time where that's going to happen, unless it's going to happen for 3 to 4 minutes. And while you know, taking the kids or something, in and out of something. And in that case, when he barks, when you showed up, he should stop barking. So that's what that is. Now, I'm sitting here with this, right? So this is how I drive. I have this right here, okay, on my thing, right there. And if I need it, I use it. So that's basically all this is. But he's doing very well. Before, he was just impatiently trying to get to anything and reacting on people. We have a lot of people coming by. You can see them, he can see them, but he's not doing anything. Now they stopped actually right next to my car, and I don't know, coming up, and now they're going this way. Well, they can do whatever they want, right? Still free country so far, I think. Anyway, this is what I'm doing. So now normally, in order to be successful, you pretty much need to be at least 30 seconds or more. So if you're making a determination, even if you put them together, and again, I would prefer that you drive like this with him. I just do that to make it worse on him, because he thinks, so I'm trying to dissociate equipment with everything, and I'm trying to dissociate this with everything. So I'm trying not to make any kind of assumptions on his thing. I just wanted to explain that to you. And we are gonna go because they're not leaving. They're just hanging around our car. I guess they're hanging, I don't know what they're hanging around. Maybe that's the truck is theirs, I don't know. I'm gonna figure this out when I come up. So there's the gate. Here's your kid. Now notice I didn't say a thing. And we're pretty much don't go here. So I always do that just because it's a chicken place, although I don't have any more chickens. So we're planning something else for that area, but so I'm gonna leave just like that. But I didn't ask him to come over. And that should be every threshold. Every single one of them, be it the car door, be it any kind of door, be it the gate. Doesn't matter how wide those things are. Obviously, wider takes longer to teach. But if you have to teach something wider than this, I would actually, I'm gonna, give me a second, let me reinforce your puppy here. So what I would do is, let's say over here, from this point to this point, I will put something visible. So it could be electric tape. It could be just, you know, I mean, I can just put the rope down on the ground. I can put this kind of chain down on the ground, whatever. So if it's longer than this, then you first introduce it with the actual line, and then that he can't step across. And then, and he can get up, he can go, he just chooses to. I think you spend a lot of time teaching them to sit. And see, sometimes these kind of behaviors just get stuck, and then the dog is, well, I've got to be good, so I'll be just sitting. So a lot of times by micromanaging these commands, you stop dogs' natural behaviors, and then you create these kind of fake behaviors that he's not just stopping. He thinks now he has to sit there, which is fine. Because if I'm gonna push it, he hopefully is gonna get up and just hopefully not going to cross it. So he's up right now. I'm just pushing it to see what he's gonna do. But see how he's gonna test this. And he is perfect. Now he backs his set back again because he still thinks that he's good. And I can't really reinforce him too much because he is whining. So I'm just gonna wait until he stops whining. And he stopped whining. Okay, good boy. So I'm gonna go close the gate because this gate is never open and dogs don't really go there. But see, it will be the same thing if I'm gonna go inside. It's pretty much gonna be the same thing. But by working too much on the one behavior, you're pretty much guaranteed that anytime your dog wants your attention, it's gonna try that behavior first. So, Liz, good job. Hey, good boy. I'm just gonna leave. I'm not gonna even look. So I don't know if your dog is visible or not. I'm just walking away. Now normally I go behind all that, but right now there's so much sun everywhere, I'm not going to be able to show you your dog. All right, so here's your dog. All right, so the most important things to remember about place is that the dog doesn't have to be sitting there or down or standing or do whatever it is. The only thing that's required of the dog is just be on that place. So you can turn around, you can jump up, you can do all kinds of stuff, whatever it is, but he cannot leave the spot. So that's the only thing. So as of right now, as long as he's on it, he's doing the right thing. Pretty much everybody who I see later is not encouraging that. Okay, everybody is telling them once he's on the place, he's trying to tell him sit or down or any other micromanaging crap, and that becomes confusing for the dog. So this is what you want to see. You want to see the dog who is moving freely as far as on the place. He can turn a good position, he can look anywhere he wants, he can turn anywhere he wants, but he maintains on that spot. That's all his job for that. So just remember all this. Now I'm not going to do it too much of letting them sit, because we will have a 5 minutes downstay video made, so that's the duration stuff, and nobody can watch more than 5 minutes because it's boring. However, he can do about 20 minutes of downstay, so that means much more on the place. On the place, he's required right away to be a 40 minutes or so. Why? Because he can actually move on the place. So this is why I require more to stay on the place, because he can actually change the position. He doesn't have to be attached to the ground. All right, so I'm gonna, in order for me to, this is where he is, in order for me to walk, I'm gonna make it a little bigger, but not as big that we're gonna lose the focus. I'm gonna come back and reinforce your doggy. So just important thing, do not micromanage once the dog is already on the place. So he should be comfortable there, not necessarily micromanaged, because people are constantly doing that. So I keep telling, and people are still doing that. There's a baby. There's a baby. There's a baby, baby. There's a baby, baby. Okay. Good boy. Good boy. Good, happy, happy boy. Here's my happy, happy boy. Yeah, you are. Okay. Oops. Did you fall down? Did you almost fall down? Did you almost fall down? All right, honey. Love you too, but you can't jump up, right? No, you cannot. Good boy. Look at the pretty face. Down. Okay, I'm gonna give you something because you've been really good. When he's done something exceptional, and in this, the reason why I say it's exceptional is just because there's no hesitation, there's a happy attitude. Everything is just very, very happy and normal. Okay, that's what you want to reinforce. A lot of people feel guilty if, let's say, the dog look sad or whatever. Now, this is a human perception. The dog doesn't look sad. The dog doesn't get sad. I mean, it just gets either annoyed. I'm gonna stay right here, and then I'm gonna stick my hand out and show you this. Okay, so but you get guilted into the you know, trying to give him a food and trying to make him feel better. So what that does is literally reinforcing that kind of facial expression, and with time, dog is going to cover, and dog is going to look look sad or have the whatever look that gives them treats, right? Because that's how we create behaviors. So I always reinforce dogs when they are completely, sorry, I gotta move here. I'm in the, I am in the, what the heck it is, the web. Okay. Well, the wind is not helping, blowing that web right into me. Technical difficulty. Anyway, so you got the point, right? So the good means that dog is willing to work for you, perform for you. The dog is happy to do it. Everything is going well. This is what you want to reinforce. You want to reinforce this happy outcomes. All right. So now another thing is downstay. Do not underestimate downstay. People get so much into routines of putting the dog in the place, in the yard, in the house, everywhere. But the place, he can turn around, he can get up, he can express whatever the heck he wants, and he doesn't really have to stay still. Now, for a dog like yours, who has some issues with controlling their own urges, excitements, and all that good stuff, so this dog needs to be consistently working on, you know, maintaining a completely calm position, right? You can't get calmer than a downstay because he can't really change none of these things like his, 1 second, I gotta have to come out here because that's just, sorry. Yeah, that, I don't know where that spider is, so not happy. But anyway, so you get the point, right? So you absolutely have to make sure that he stays in different parts of the house, and he has to maintain that for different periods of time. Now, when you come in, the first one you do it for 3 minutes. By the end of the first week, it should be 5 minutes. And then as your relationship grow, right now he can do 20 minutes in the house. Now, outside, when we say outside, this is yes, it's outside technically, but it's really not, considered being outside because there's really no distractions. I mean, he's working. This is his main field, is working. So all right, I'm gonna start. This is where we are, and I'm gonna start walking. So, because 5 minutes downstay is almost over. Okay. Anyway, so when you're working with him in the yard, please don't consider that with distractions. Even though they're birds, they're squirrels, they are, all kinds of stuff, and other people from outside or whatever it is, it's still his yard. So don't make excuses for making shorter time on your backyard. Backyard for me is where they get to work the most, and the performance should be like the performance without distractions. So we will obviously address the distractions and everything else when we come to it, but normally, now I'm just gonna stop right here just because I don't want him to have any kind of anticipation. And look how pretty he is, how handsome he is. I don't want him to have any kind of anticipation. I don't want any of this stuff. So basically, I just want to make sure that he's calm, cool, and collected until I actually release him. Now, just because you want to give him some food, right? So you give him a treat, and I'm still not going to release him right away. Now, sometimes I will, sometimes I won't. The older he gets, the faster I will relieve him and release him from the stay, right? So obviously, since he is a young dog at the moment, I will use food, treats, whatever you choose to use. We'll talk about that. I will use it more and more. And then starting to, after year and a half, I'm gonna slow down really. So as of right now, everything is gonna be, when he comes back, it's gonna be on the literally reinforcement for everything first week. And after that, it goes straight to random reinforcement, because I already made, in 6 weeks, he's already with me on the random reinforcement, except for the calm. I do give, anytime I ask him to come over to me, I will give him 100% of treats. But after the first week, I want you to only start doing the random reinforcement. We will talk about that so you will understand what that means. And please make sure he's not a treat or food dependent. And he's already not a treat or food dependent, but this videos are for you to show you that that's what you need to do when you just got him back. So that is why I don't have to reinforce him. Actually, right now I'm gonna skip the reinforcement. Okay, good boy. And he's gonna be just as happy as he can be. Just as happy as he can be. Look at that thing. Okay, good boy. Very good. You're free to go. Yes, we'll now continue. Please. Good boy, Whiskey. Good boy, Whiskey. Good job. 1 second. Let me just move this thing. That's all right. Well, hi.
Oh, look at you.
Very good.
Oh, you're such a good little boy.
Oh, 1 second. I can't see you from here.
You're such a good little boy. Yes, you are. Look at you. Oh, yes, yes.
Perfect. And don't be stingy here because this is very hard. Now, that doesn't have to happen like this. Come up and pet him all over the place and leave him. See if he follows you. Perfect. Now, people never should be like that to your dog, ever. But when you practice, you want to do the hardest things, right? That's how you're practicing. And I'm going to reinforce them again. And again, don't be stingy. When you're first happening, you do it to yourselves. Until you perfected it to yourselves, you are not to do it with the people that are, you know, not good. Perfect. That's perfect. I don't know if that's, okay, you can leave. All right, so what I want to say here is the fact that when you come over, so one of you home, one of you not, when you guys are coming over, one of you is working with a dog, and this is what should be happening to yourself. So when you fix yourselves, then let's work on the family member and everybody who is accepting of that. So what I'm saying by accepting, there's some people in your life they just not going to be controllable enough, in which case you're going to put the dog in a crate and you're going to let them come in without it. In the beginning, all your mail, all your stuff that's like a, whatever it is, you know, like friends or even distant family, he gets put in the crate because you're not going to have the time to work on it. That's in the beginning. Once you fix it for yourself, because you are the biggest excitement for him. Everybody else is going to be a different excitement, but it's going to be much easier for him to control because he doesn't know what they are. Don't underestimate in the beginning of power of the leash. So we might have to use the leash in the beginning, but that's maybe like for first 2-3 days. I'll talk to you about the leash and everything else, but that's where you should be. Now, when the people coming over, the dog should be on a place like this. The people should ignore the dog. The only reason we train like that is to make it the most difficult for the dog. So when they actually just come in without all this nonsense, it's easy for him to do, and it's easy just to make friends. You know what I mean? I mean, just easy just to make flawless, performance. So we will figure it out where the place should be in your house, or maybe multiple places. We shall see. But he's the one who makes all this possible. Now, you see how he's starting to whine, so we can't release him until he stops whining. And this is everything about your dog. This vocal crap that he's, this vocalization stuff, don't ignore it, meaning that you have to work on that, or you're going to get your dog louder and louder and louder. So if you have to, let's say, work on this and you have to correct him. Now, in order for me not to, good job, very good job, you were quiet. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna release you. Okay, we're done, good boy. All right, this is really loud, so I apologize in advance. You'll see what's going on later. Okay, so I'm gonna this. Perfect boy. Perfect. Good job. Come on. Good baby. Oh, I know. This is scary. Hey, down. Good boy. All right. Good job. It is scary. There's a lot of things going on. No. Good. Just want to show you how good your dog is. Good. Very good. That's not good. I don't know what is. And there's kids, which is, that's the worst thing for him. Haha. He loves your kids. And he loves these kids. Alright, let's go. Good job. Yeah, that's good. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a mix. Come on. Yes, I know. It's extremely scary. Good boy. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Come on. It's a good boy. I have to run, sorry, because it's so far. Because they're doing I guess that ceiling here. Good. Other way your video is gonna be forever. Good job. Scary thing is not a scary thing anymore. Good. Very good. Good job. Good. What a good boy. 1 second. Here we go. No. Good. So I'm going to stop right here. Down. No. Down. Yeah. Thank you. Because there's a puppy in there and people in the things. And there's cats. It was that. So this is how close they are. There you go. But I'm just going to do it from far away. And then I'm going to come up right here. Come on. Good job. Down. Yeah, I didn't have to correct you. You're a good boy. And the cat is really moving. And they're playing with the cat. So. I know, it's fun. It's fun. Oopsie. I did knock this thing over. I'm gonna drop the leash. No, I'm confident. And then later on you will be confident, but not yet. Just because you pick up a leash doesn't mean anything. Good. Cats are leaving someplace else. Let's go. Good job. Very good. Good job. Good job. Very nice. Good boy. He's trying to sniff, so I am gonna correct it every time he sniffs. No, it depends, okay, how many times. If there's something once in a while, but there's dog in this. No, no, no. Good. Down. Yeah, I know you don't know what to do with himself. It's a puppy. It's really, really, really cute on his level. Come on. Very good. Very, very good. Perfect. So yeah, he can look, but he has to heel. So his nose gets the best of him. So most of the time, if it's something and he's still maintaining the heel, I'm not going to correct him for that. But I will if, come on, stop. Good. by yourself. That's nice. That's nice. Even though there's a lot of things going on, that's nice. So here's the thing. And there's a dog, another one up front. Still going. Still going. Now, I am kind of sort of scared to go over there because, oh, okay, they can't reach to me. Got it. Good job. Come on. Normally I would stand here, but today I won't because correct up there was a lady who was reaching up to him. She stopped and was reaching up to him. So, you know, you have a cute dog, so you're gonna have this. I'm gonna stop right here. Perfect. Now I'm not gonna make him all the way down because I think now it's getting a little hot for him to be. So I really gotta be judging as far as the asphalt. Now if he goes by himself on the down, I'll just quickly, you know, I reinforce him and quickly move on. But I'm not gonna make him go down on the hot asphalt. So you just have to kind of sort of figure it out. Now we have a very much fun here with some of balloons. So as of right now, it's really hot. He did it himself, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give him a reinforcement. Then I'm gonna open the car and quickly put him in as quickly as I can. So, okay, come on, big boy. Yeah, you are. What a good boy. Yeah, because of this construction thing, it could get really long time to do it. We're not playing. When you take stuff off of him, make sure to not allow too much play. No, because it becomes, because I will correct him right now. Yes, this is too much, okay? So there's time for play, there's time for work. And when you're taking equipment on and off, it's never time for play. So never ever. I don't want him to play with these things. Very good boy. Yeah, you are. You good boy. And I'm gonna reinforce this again, why I love it. All right, I'm gonna put it all in the side. And here we go to the next adventure. Good down. Very good. Okay, so we're gonna start this with something he absolutely gonna hate. So, but no matter what he does, he needs to be on the down stay. Go ahead, that's the whole point. So if you, oh yeah, he doesn't like it. You can see that. Stop for a second. Now, I'm just gonna reinforce him because you saw how much he didn't like it. He is a very sensitive dog. So I am reinforcing him for trusting me with this. Actually, why don't you start over with like from further away and then just do the whole thing. I just want to make sure that, go ahead. See how much he doesn't like it? Look at his face. I mean, good boy, good down. No, good. Perfect. Walk away. Now, this is how much he doesn't like it, okay? He maintained his composure. That's the point, okay? So because when I was talking and I was looking at the video. So if you looked at the video one more time, right before I start moving, he kind of sniffed and his elbows got off, but I did not see it until, because I was talking and I was whatever it is. So although I really want to reinforce him, I couldn't because his elbows comes off. Now, the more you are strict about these things, this is done. The more you're strict about these things, then better your dog is going to be. Now, he hated that. However, he stayed. Now, he was so hating this that at some point he got, you know, he almost got up, but he held himself together. That's what you pay them for, with the treats and with your affection and all that stuff. That's what you pay them for. All right, let's start doing the fun stuff. But as of right now, he doesn't know what the heck is happening for her. But This is the fun stuff. Very good. Excellent. He's like, is there really going to be a fun stuff? Now, these things we're not training for. We are showing you how to deal with this. So anything can happen. And he is right now doesn't really trust her because first thing that came out of her was not a good thing. Go ahead. Good. No, down. Good. That was a little too much, but I was able to control him on it. No, good. That's all you can ask her for. I mean, when she's putting them right set close, there is nothing you can ask as far as, you know, his first reaction, initial reaction. Oh, it's in my area. Can I do that? And yeah, you cannot do that. So 1 second, let me just make it a little smaller because I am coming and your dog is just getting bigger and bigger, and now I can only see the nose. All right, so please collect this and let's do this toy part again. Now, the reason why I want to do the toy part again, because he's still not trusting her that we actually gonna have, you know, no problems here. Because that sensitivity is carrying over. So that is something genetic, that high sensitivity that he has. So you're gonna have to go twice as, you know, long with determining this stuff. So he is now a little more interested in her and much less worried about it. That's why we're doing it. So let's see if we're gonna be successful doing this again. Go ahead. No, good. Now, still didn't have to correct it. He corrected himself. Now, will I gonna, you know, keep going? Good. Now, see where I'm gonna actually pause and reinforce the dog. So now, even though he did really, really well after the ball, so he went after it, and then without me correcting him, he was like, oh crap, I gotta be on the down stay, and he went down. Now, a lot of people tend to want to reinforce that, but what you're really reinforcing is an attempt and then put together, but then there's still attempt. So what I want you to reinforce only the best behaviors. So you're gonna ignore that. Yes, you're happy that he did it. No, he cannot be reinforced with that. But you see why I'm continue with the toys now is because he was so subdued by that, you know, unpleasant experience. Go ahead, Amanda. Good. Now this reaction, how long it takes him to get over stuff, and he's still not 100% over that. That is a genetic predisposition. So this is why, I mean, can you change that? No, not really. You can just go with it and spend more time asking him to trust you. Basically, all your training is, if I put you on a down stay, you are better trust me, because there's nothing bad that's going to happen to you, and I will make sure nothing bad is going to happen to you. So that's basically everything that you are you know, telling them. Oopsie, again, I'm going forward, and he's just too big. Okay, so we all done with that. But so this thing needs to be done. This kind of exercises needs to be done anywhere in your house or outside, with everything that he likes and with everything that he hates. The easiest way for him to understand how to behave when he's stressed or he's excited is for you to have a stable behavior that he has to do instead. It's very, very easy for him to understand. It's very easy for you to either correct it or reinforce it. And why is that easy? Is because it's very clear what you're correcting them and reinforcing them to. This is his feelings we're talking about. So if you're going to control the feelings, like people try to control other things, you know, to include the feelings, it's not as clear to the dog what he's supposed to be doing. So now we're introducing incompatible behaviors with anything else. So let's say down is Nope, we're not crawling. Good. Is now he is not capable of, getting up and reacting the way he wants to react. So this is a very, very clear way to explain this. And then once as many repetitions as you do, it's like putting the money in the bank. And then you have a lot of experiences in which dog trusts your judgment. That's what you're going for, and that's what you're doing. So I am gonna release him. Okay. Oh, good boy. Yeah, you good boy. He's a good boy. That's a good boy. Yes. Okay. Oh yeah, let's go for the toys. Let's go for the toys. Let's go for the toys. Yes, let's go for the toys. There's a good boy. There's a good boy. That's a good baby. Yeah, you are. That's a good boy. That's right. That's a good baby boy. Yeah. Perfect boy. Perfect, perfect little boy. All right. Now, I don't care where he is. He just can't cross this. Now, normally he sits his butt up, anywhere and just sitting there. Now, that's because, again, when we talked about, you put too much emphasis on the sit, so your dog is going to be sitting a lot, which is, in his case, is not a big deal. I just want to let you know that, you overcooked it a little bit. As far as him whining, yes, he can whine. I wouldn't allow barking, because this is really that I am going to see. He came out. He doesn't really know what he can do, and that's because of the sitting. So for me, see, that's the part that he has to step down. So there he is, right there. So he doesn't have to do anything, but he cannot step down across that line. So it's up right now. He's by that line. He is doing just fine, but I'm not going to say anything. And that should be every single door that goes outside, and let's say the gates and whatever the heck it is that he's going every single time. Now, because I didn't tell him, 1 second, let me just get where I am. Because I didn't tell him to, stop there, I also not gonna tell him to get out of the way or anything. So I'm just gonna come in just like a normal thing. So that's about it. That's how it should happen. Please. Good. Okay. Please. Not particularly happy that he thinks that he got to sit. So, okay. Please. See, like, he thinks that he got to sit there. He can't just stand or do whatever. But in my defense, you spend a lot of time with him on the sit. So the dog is default situation is a sit, and I obviously turn it into a down with the training. But yeah, so we'll little micromanage this thing. little bit. Okay. Please. Well, I'm not helping with walk into him when he is sitting either. So anyway, I don't care, but he just needs to know that it doesn't matter. So we're gonna have to work on that and see how I'm not releasing them right away. So patience is a virtue, especially for him. So okay. Please. Good boy. Good job. Okay. Please. Now, I specifically let him sniff whatever the heck it is that he's sniffing over there. I'm kind of letting him get distracted before I tell him what to do. So last time his response wasn't that fast, so you saw I did not treat him, because behavior starts when you say you know what you want him to do, the cue or whatever you want to call it, and behavior ends where he, you know, receives the destination and he gets to destination and all that good stuff. So okay, come on. Now I want to see if that thing is gonna disturb his view. Come on. I want to see if he passes it. Hey, please. Didn't care. Look at this little thing. He's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Very good. Very good boy. Okay. Okay. Down. Perfect. You see how he's lying down? He's not getting up. That's important. And if I don't release him, he's not getting up. Okay. Good job. Just watch it, because he will push you. Down. Very good. Very, very, very good. Practice this at all times. The reason for that is because sometimes it's not an option to just go, you know, calm. Sometimes you need the dog to be where he needs to be at the moment for any reason. And this is a really, really good control off leash away from you. Okay. Down. Okay. Down. Good boy. Now I have your dog on two things, depends on what you're used to, because sometimes my older customers are used to tapping, so he's on the two things. He can be, okay, released like that. I'm sorry, I didn't show you that I touched him. I don't think I had it in the phone, but I touched him. Or I can just say, okay, in a different tone, and we can do that as well. Down. Perfect. Good boy. Good boy. Very good. Now notice sometimes I'm giving a treat for down, sometimes I'm giving a treat for staying. Sometimes they're not given treat at all. So that's a random reinforcement we're constantly going to be talking about. Okay. See, this is just by voice. Down. Now on the sun, he's going to be more hesitant, all Florida dogs are. But no. You see how his elbows came up? So I just said no and step away, and I'm not going to release him longer, and I'm definitely not going to give him any treats for that. So I don't like that hurry up and let's go, because he cannot hurry you up. Okay. Good job. Good job. Go. Good boy. Good job. Go treat. So treats are only for the best. The best things. There was a lizard. Now, I kind of let him, because he kind of looked at me and said, may I? So I kind of let it happen. But down. Perfect. Now you see how perfect he is this time around? So he's, nope. He got up before I could. Now, anytime he's in this kind of mood, right? I'm gonna work him even more and harder. This is not the way for you to, oh, okay, you know, he is easy, so he's happy, so he doesn't have to hold. He does. Yeah, well, you're not telling me what to do, so no, you're not. So if you give him a treat like this is how he's gonna do it. Now I'm gonna just walk away, and if he stays, I can actually reinforce him for, you know, staying. But it needs to be done where the dog is not moving forward, not getting up, not doing any of that. I want him in that mood for training. I want him to go crazy. Okay, go crazy. Down. Perfect. Okay. So because I don't remember if you're used to tapping your other dog or not, it might be a habit. It's a very good habit. With e-collar training, you don't have to keep that habit, but especially when you have a one dog. When you have two, it helps. But yes, that's where you pooped last time. That's why I started the videotape over there. Yeah, because we started to videotape and then we pooped. Yeah. Good boy. Down. Perfect. You do know you're perfect, right? You do know you're perfect. And you don't have to come up to him right away either. So you don't have to rush to him. You don't have to do any of that stuff. So, good. Okay. Down. Oh, it's been already 6.5 minutes. I'm sorry. All right, we're gonna stop. Yes, we will. Good boy. Perfect. Good. Good. Very nice. And go ahead to ears. Now this is one of the most dangerous behaviors to do with your dog, and you need to spend majority of the time. So when he got here, he could not be restrained. He could not be really picked up. He could not really be like any kind of way you're grabbing him, looking at something or whatever. Even the health check was impossible to do, and very good. You know, so eyes. So that took the longest actually to do, and especially for Amanda to do. No. Very good. So this is the stuff that could get one of you bitten. So I would spend a lot of time on this. Good. Do it again. Good. Now why we're doing this, if he is ever sick, you're gonna have to do it. And then if he still don't like it, we're gonna have a problem with this. Okay, and let's do the brushing. Not really much to brush him, but I would still brush him, and I would absolutely, again, still spend a lot of time just grabbing him, holding him in different locations. So, and making sure that you can manipulate. So this might not be a necessary, as you had, you know, your shepherd necessary to brush, but this is going to be giving you all your, you know, communication with the dog, the reason to actually like keep him in place, do whatever. So in that case, you're really going to bond with him and hold him in this, you know, again. So restraining, it's one of these parts that he has a major issue with. All right, put that down, kind of sort of grab his head and let go. Good. Let go. Good job. Grab his head. No. 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 Take it away. Do it again. He's not getting anything. You see what I'm talking about? So, good. Now, with me, he's already doing this. With her, he's not. So, I'm just demonstrating this, what you have to do. Grab and go. Good. 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 When I say good, it's you stop. Please, please. Okay, grab his head again. No. Good. Perfect. Grab his head again. No. No. And she has, good. And she has never done this with him. This is the first time she actually doing this. And this is not good, but this is what he is. Like he was me, it took me a while to do it. So everybody in your family should be able to do it, you know? Grab his ear. Hold it. Just like a kid will grab it. Good. Let go. Grab both of his ears. Hold it. Let go. Okay? Now, you're going to grab his paw. Hold it. Well, actually, I wanted you to grab the paw, not just, and let go. Good. So we're pretending there's a kid grabbing it. So grab his other paw. See how uncomfortable he is? Let that go. Good. Grab it again because I didn't like that. I'm not going to reinforce him. Grab it, lift him off the ground a little bit more. Let go. Now he gets reinforced. You see what the point is? Okay. Same thing with the butt area. So you're going to go over there, grab his foot, hold it. Pull it a little bit. Good. Grab his tail. Good. Pull it a little bit. Perfect. Yeah. Well, this is, you're lucky it's not from the other end. Because you're right. Nope, down. You're right from a receiving end over there. Okay. You see what I'm doing? Okay, grab his head again and hold it. No. No. Good. And that's where you let go. And if he is actually good in the end, you're going to give him a treat. And that I actually want you to videotape it for me, like maybe in a month or so, and see what your progress is. Grab this head. Perfect. No. Grab it again. Good. Now you see how he's learning? He's learning, but he hates it. So that's something that you absolutely have to work on everybody who's his friend. Human friend I'm talking about. And this is because, again, Amanda has played with his feet before and did the health check, but what Amanda never done is to hold his head in place, which is, you know, why would you do that? So you see how big of the differences this is. Now, there's something else I need you to absolutely practice. So if you guys stand up, we are gonna do the lift off. You're gonna pick him up. You're gonna pick him up and you're gonna hold him. That's another thing. Now, I don't care if he is good. Just pick him up and hold him. Hates that. Look at his body language. Look at everything. Now, as of right now, he tolerates it, but he absolutely hates this. And put him down. Perfect. So he tolerates it. Why? Because we worked a lot on this. I'm not giving you a treat just for whatever. So, see what I'm saying? So everything you see he doesn't like, and do like pretend you're doing whatever it is that child can possibly do. You gotta have to make sure that this is how this is. Now, with the children, you're not training that, because nope, down. Come on, down. Good boy. So with children, you don't want to practice that with them. You practice it yourself, because you never irritate the dog with the children. Come. Oh, come on. Come. Good boy. What a good boy. Yeah, you are. Okay, we're done. Good job. Good job. God, I love you. Yes, I do. I love you, 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 love you. Good, down. Very good. Okay. So as far as dogs, he's reserved with dogs. He does not really want to meet the dogs when they're too close. Now, there's nothing wrong with that concept. People constantly think that they have to be outgoing. Not everybody is outgoing, and your dog is reserved. So he doesn't want to meet her. Now, he's going to make friends, and he made several friends here, but it's on a little slower pace than you would just pass the dog on the street. All right, so as far as controlling the dog, even if they're friends, now there's, you know, we're going to talk about this as far as when they're friends, when they're not. But controlling himself around other dogs is very important. That's why you're going to go to group classes. All right, so we have the friend over there, and we have a friend over here who's doing very well so far. We'll see. All right, Umka. So that's him, that's her. Let me just do this so I can see a little more into it. Around. Good. Around. Good. Around. Keep going. Around. Down. Perfect. So I'm going to reinforce him. I'm going to reinforce him heavy. Why? Because I didn't really do any baby steps or anything else. Now, he wants to get up and play with her. Well, he knows her, so yeah, absolutely. But as of right now, he's kind of sort of trying to not to get himself in trouble. So this is what you see avoidance, right? So you see how he is barely looking at her and trying to look away or try to look at me. Because, and that was very apparent before, he's now not doing it, he's relaxed. But he is trying, when he's turning away from the dog or whatever, he's trying not to get himself in trouble. And that's all he's trying to do. Okay. Pass up. Pass up. Now, your dog doesn't really like this. Look at her ears and everything else. Pass up. See that? Doesn't like the very loud girls. Around. Oh, I'm sorry. Around. Keep going. Chair. Very good. So I'm going to reinforce him. He's did very good. Again, I'm not asking him to, I'm going to reinforce her as well. She worked hard. She deserves it. Good job. So, as far as dogs that he doesn't know, he just needs to pass by. And that's it. He might look, he might sniff, but nothing else is. So if he was healing, he needs to keep healing. If he was on the down, he needs to be on the down. So we are not looking to introduce him to each and every dog, which is you should not do it with any. The basic rules are basically how you're gonna do with children, and that's how you deal with the dogs. Because for some reason everybody's like, oh, let's just our dog meet. No, not necessarily. Not every dog likes to be anybody in space. Now, he didn't even like when she was loud. Now, you know how loud he can get, right? So that's okay if he's get loud, but it's not okay if somebody else's gets loud. He doesn't like it whatsoever. So why? Because he knows when he's barking and he is obnoxious how he is. So he doesn't like this in others. And that's completely understandable. So these kind of things you really cannot force. Only when you have like a local friendship and whatever is, you know that with this dog it's a safe dog and you're going to create some of the friendships. If you're going to do this, it's fine. If not, he should just generally ignore all other dogs. And that's about it. Now, when we talk about the self-defense, you know, when the dog is off leash and coming to him and you have a problem, that's a self-defense issue, not dog training issue. And I do classes every year, which is we're planning, I think, the next self-defense class, I think sometime during the summer. So we'll get together, we'll discuss what's the best ways to protect yourself and your dog from all these encounters. But it's literally a self-defense and a dog defense, you know, issues, not anything else. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna release him now, and we're done with the exercise. But now, since he relaxed, let me see it one more time. Just because I always want to push it when I can. Umka. Around. Chair. Nope. Chair. Chair. Good. What are you guys all sniffing? Huh? Something else is good in the air? So, okay. Good boy. Yeah, you are. You good boy. That's my boy. That's a good boy. Very good. Okay. 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 Very good. Let's go and play. Good job. Hands over heels. They're exceptionally good friends. And they're happy, happy, happy to be together. It's hilarious.